Frank Howley, I am so excited. We are very busy at the moment. We've not had many chances to do any play tests or clip looks this week, but I am so excited to see this one because these games, these Yakuza games, or I guess Like a Dragon, as they're known now, are just infinitely entertaining and ones that I wish I had more time to play. You've played a bunch of this. We're going to go to a bunch of your save games to really dive in and explore what it is. Tell me everything I need to know about Like a Dragon Ishin. It already looks amazing. I love your chicken head.
So, Like a Dragon Ishin is a historical version of the Yakuza games. You're in the Samurai Edo period of like the 1850s. So all of the Yakuza games take place in like contemporary Japan, Tokyo. This is the first one where you're in a samurai that's been ported to the West. These were originally just in Japan, and they have remade it and brought it to America. So this is the first time I get to play as a straight-up samurai. So
is it a remake then, or is it like a?
It's a remake. So originally this came out in like 2014. So Yakuza games have the most. Yes, Yakuza games have the most over-the-top combat. Traditionally, Yakuza games are beat-em-up brawlers, so you can still do some of that old-school action. Yeah. If you're lucky, you can even throw them into the water.
Oh wow! Whoa. So it doesn't like do the whole you're in a fight now situation. It's more like just there's a fight happening in the world.
Yes.
Let's go.
So they kind of I feel like introduced that with Yakuza Kiwami 2, where it's like I feel like in the older games you would have a fight and they would kind of like a JRPG siphon it off. Now it's like the fights happen in the streets so organically and it's even more fluid than before. It's very awesome. So. With this game, they introduced samurai swords. All the Yakuza games have had different weapons, but this one, you straight up are a samurai. It's kind of a traditional, like, Ronin story, so you're basically Kiryu again, the main character, although you're basically like a deep ancestor. I'm going to look at the map for a second.
It's very cool. It's like Back to the Future style or something, or like, I don't know, there's whenever the characters look the exact same, but they're just like their ancestors, right?
Yeah, so you have Kiryu, you have Majima, you have all the characters. And the story is you're like a Ronin, your father figure was assassinated, and now you're in this town undercover to find out who killed your dad. And so, but the meat of Yakuza games, there's always like a dramatic A story. All I care about are all the side stories and the like mini games and stuff. And this game is filled with amazing, silly stuff. I've played like 14 hours of it so far. I'm still in like chapter 4. I have not activated the main story, and it is so satisfying to play. So there's samurai swords. My favorite thing is you also have a gun. So if you want to,
oh my god, it's not even like a flintlock pistol. You're like fucking gangsta shooting that guy. What? Like, look. I think like, oh my god, that's not period specific. I don't know much about Japanese history, but also like I remember playing Like a Dragon and having like fucking crabs fall from the sky or something. You know what I mean? Like the stupid nonsense you could get in that game. Having sumo wrestlers or men in diapers turn up, which are different things. I need to say that in the Yakuza game, there are men in diapers and there are sumo wrestlers, and they are different types of people.
Yeah, they have, every Yakuza game you run into like the diaper fetish club where it's like these salarymen who like to hang out as babies, and the Yakuza games are so fun and silly, and they genuinely are like my favorite games to play because they're so lighthearted. Like even this, like you can be a serious samurai, but if you just want to just shoot everyone with guns, it's totally okay.
Do you have unlimited ammo? It's just like it's just a move you do basically.
Yeah, it's infinite ammo. You do have special bullets you can load up if you really want to destroy people.
Of course you do.
And again, you're a nice. Oh yeah, even the chicken head. So this game has cosmetics, and I threw on the chicken head because like I've seen Kiryu 100,000 times. I know what he looks like. I kind of wanted to mix it up. I feel like the Clash is even funnier playing this.
Shady Bar. That's the Shady Bar like.
Oh, let's see.
So what are the side quests? That's what I'm interested in, because obviously contemporary Japan in Like a Dragon and a lot of the Yakuza games, or like, it's 80s or it's 90s, they did a lot of like shifting throughout the decades, but like you were always in like, what do they call them? A maid, hostess cafe, or maid
cafes,
or like casinos, gambling places, like arcades. So what's going on in whatever this is?
So it's kind of a lot of the same tropes. Like I feel like there's like you can rescue girls from brothels. You can rescue Yakuza trying to fleece gamblers. Oh, here's a side quest. So
okay,
Iji Naka. So there's a group of dancers. There's a dancing clan here. So let's see what this is up to.
I love how you never know if it's going to be some legit historical stuff or just something you're like, I don't know, man. Was that like, who knows? There's probably like salarymen who dress up in nappies.
I feel like
in fact, there definitely is. So
I feel like it's also similar to like the Hare Krishna or something like in Grand Theft Auto, like just Colt is running around dancing. So yeah, okay, so we're
Goranga here in a second.
Yeah. So that's what I like about Yakuza games is you can walk down the street and just activate a side quest. Like I didn't even expect this. So there's crowd of dancers, everyone's doing it. I did it again. Here's an old lady. Why is she on the floor? Is she hurt? Are you all right, ma'am? Oh, I'll be fine. Those dancers just bumped into me. What a total lack of consideration. They can't just Iji Naka their way out of this. Hey, all of you.
Is he gonna kill them all?
Yes. Kiryu always stands up for women. Like even the creator of the Yakuza series, they didn't want Kiryu in Tekken because that would mean Kiryu would have to beat up women. So like he is the most chivalrous.
You're kidding.
Yes. Yeah. He's the most chivalrous hero in gaming.
But he also will murder people. Like so it's,
Yakuza. It's all gray. Dance-loving man. I also love all the character titles they give these people. So there's like ruffians, dance-loving man. You need to be careful about where you're dancing. One of you knocked down an old woman. Why are you being a wet blanket, man? We're trying to Iji Naka out here. This guy obviously has no interest in protesting. He's only doing this because it's in fashion. What kind of movement has he become? This is also kind of like modern-day TikTokers and kids recording in the streets. Hey, clear the street if you're not going to dance. You're either Iji Naka or Iji Na.
Oh, I like it. It's good. Wordplay, cross translated wordplay is difficult. That's pretty good.
To tell the truth, I was hoping to kick the shit out of someone like you. So there you go, the ruffians.
Wow. They've just crossed the line. In his mind, they're ruffians now. They're not just people who knock down an old lady. They need to die by the sword. My
favorite style is this is kind of like your brawler, your AoE is a sword and gun class. Like
oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like Gun Kata, or what game is it you're using? Is it like Metal Gear Solid Revengeance?
Right, yeah, with Raiden, where you have swords everywhere. It's so over the top, like.
I'm trying to think sword and gun. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Put it in the comments. I'm sure there's something.
Yeah, Devil May Cry.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get him in the water. Is this it? Wait. Oh, it's so sick.
I can't wait to see this woman's reaction.
Yeah, she's gonna be impressed or horrified that you just massacred all these dancers. I really want to get him in the water. Oh, I gotta charge up my heat action. So one thing that's of note is like, even though this game is called Like a Dragon, the Like a Dragon from a few years ago, that was full-on JRPG. This is back to the beat-em-up action RPG style. Oh, I love it.
It's interesting how they are always. It's like Final Fantasy, I guess. There's always a need to sort of swap it out or evolve it or do something, and it's kind of cool because I feel like a lot of these games could just, Madden it out and, just like Madden does, change the story every year but keep the gameplay. So it's always interesting how like they do tend to appeal to people in slightly different ways, different audiences. I love that little effect they do when it goes back to that black and white style, whatever that is.
All the UI sound effect stuff is so flashy and like it's such a satisfying game. It's always ticking. You're always crossing off boxes. And then also,
they're not dead. Okay.
Yeah. So you just gave him a beating, despite all the blood. You gotta be EG not kidding me. Are you done? Yeah. Here, take this and we'll go. So what do I get?
It's gonna give you another chicken head. A dance. It's probably gonna be an emote or something, is it?
Oh, vermilion fabric. So I think that's an item I can equip some defense armor.
It's got the Slipknot logo on it, I think.
So there you go.
What's the lady think?
That was kind of you, Samurai. Thank you. Don't mention it. This Iji Naka thing has really gotten out of hand. Perhaps, but I understand them in a way. I've never seen times like these before. Everyone is out of their minds with worry. For themselves, for the country. But maybe, with Samurai like you around, there's a bit of hope for us. You give me too much credit. She's right. With the whole nation in turmoil, it's only natural people would start acting out strangely. Maybe it's unfair of me to reject everything about Iji Naka.
Wow, he's so considerate.
There's so much wisdom. These little side stories are always very, very cute.
The personal growth that's happening here is something to really look up to. I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's another side story that will trigger if we move ahead. I can also show off some side content stuff. But what I really do like about these games is, especially this one, is now you're in a new city. Because in the Yakuza games, you're always kind of in the same one or two cities. But with this, it's a whole new world to explore. That's really, really nice. And it's just filled with so many interesting side activities. And yeah, there are the gambling dens, but I just love running the side streets and seeing different missions that will trigger. There'll be NPCs you can talk to. It's also pretty well detailed. This is a barren street, but like there's cats and dogs you can collect as well.
You can collect.
Yeah, you have a farm. Oh yeah, I always like this kind of stuff where you have to rescue people.
Wait. You've a farm as well. Presumably that's not in the town.
No, so you have to here. Let me pull up our. This is like the real meat of the game. Every Yakuza game has like one big mini game that I will dedicate like 12 hours to in a single day. I will just lose my life to. So this was the thing I was so excited for. This is called Another Life. So they basically put Harvest Moon in Yakuza, and so you even have a lady who will cheer you on.
Hey, what's up?
So this is my farm. So in addition to being a samurai, a gangster, a gambler, and everything, you're also now a farmer because you're trying to rescue this family's debt. They're owed money to this clan, so you decide to become a farmer and sell vegetables for the town.
So this isn't your farm. You're just like helping out a different family?
Yes.
From a debt collector or something?
Yes.
Dude, I'm into this. This is like Irish history is all about like absentee landlords and fucking making the common man work the land to pay rent. I'm into it. A universal crime as it turns out.
Yeah, and it's really charming. So you harvest vegetables, but then what do you do with them? You can also cook. You can cook in this game, and there's a little cooking mini game. And then
you cook chicken?
Yes, you can if you have it. So what do I have here? So I don't have all the ingredients yet, but we can make. Let's try to make a miso soup.
Miso. Oh, dude, I'd kill for a miso soup right now. It's freezing up here in Northern California. What's it like down in SoCal?
It was 41 degrees today. It's kind of nuts.
It's like we're such little bitches too, because it's like it's February. You know what I mean? Like there's parts of the U.S. right now which are like completely. Oh my God! Look at this! Don't chop your fingers off. I like his left hand. He's keeping the fingers in.
Yes.
That's important.
Oh my gosh. And again, it's like, there's a main story here where you have to, like, unite all the clans to overthrow the corrupt leaders, but I just want to be a farmer. I just want to collect dogs. I want to farm vegetables. And, like, because the studio always makes their mini games inside. Oh, we got to pour some miso. I always kind of mess this up.
Don't do too much. You don't put too much. What is it? It was either a huge white carrot or a radish. I can't tell. And also, you get that historical thing like in The Witcher where all the carrots are purple. Yeah. And you're like, why are the carrots purple? And they're like, oh, carrots were always purple until like 80 years ago. And we like overbred this one type of carrot and now they're orange. And you're like,
yeah.
What? Look at
so
this lady in her
we made it. Okay. They like it. And we leveled up her affection meter. And, it's been a long day. So let me see. Let's take a bath.
I haven't killed dancers in like hours.
Yeah.
Oh, bath. Oh, nice. So, speak of The Witcher.
Yeah, right? And again, like, yeah, it's very. It's nice to relax.
I want to watch The Last Samurai now. It's been a while. Look at oh my God, he's got the chicken head on. He's a fucking bowl of soup. There's a bowl of chicken soup right there.
This feels very Looney Tunes. Does he realize? Like, what if he's turning into miso soup right now?
I know, right? God, he's so ripped. Yeah, I'm into this. This is terrific. I love her little kimono. I have we had this Ireland was like when I was growing up was very like people didn't leave very much. It was like until like airplane travel became a bit or we got a bit more money, you kind of didn't have much like outside influence, but we did used to get students from foreign countries and we used to house Japanese students in my house.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I remember it was the first time I ever saw Game & Watch. Was one of the girls had this Game & Watch. It was all girls, and they'd come over basically from like probably rich families, I don't know, to like learn English. But on the last day, we'd all go to the local church, and they'd all dress up in their kimonos and like do like a dance and a thing for us, like for all the host families. It was crazy. So in my brain, my like Irish broken brain, which is like full of like Catholic guilt and stuff, I also have stuck in there this like weird affection, like motherly, sisterly affection to Japanese ladies in kimonos. Because there was always one around. It's really... Oh, these guys again. You gotta kill these fuckers.
Endless ruffians. But like, what I like about this, like with any RPGs, it's combat is so satisfying, and it's always very satisfying to grind. Like the progression system in this game is so like you're always leveling up or getting little things. Like
all these camera movements too. It just makes it so like poppy, and it's like the pachinko of like stabbing dudes or something.
Yeah, it's so nice. And there's combo meters and stuff. Like, it's so silly.
That move, like, I think it does more damage than you'd think. You're just like I do that to my child like every day. Usually onto a bed or something, but like, you know.
Yeah. And then as a quick thing, I can show off like the leveling up system. So we just leveled up, so you can choose which like class you want to juice up. I always use the Wild Dancer because that's just the funniest. I like spamming that the most. So there you go. I can level this up.
That's the like gun kata kind of thing, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So then we level that up, and like they always kind of tweak how you level up in every single game, and I feel like this is the more traditional one. I feel like this is similar to Yakuza 0 or Yakuza Kiwami.
Is that a Chinese checkers board? Well, I guess it's Japan.
Oh yeah,
so it's not Japanese.
I forget what
whatever
it's called.
that is. Yeah, it looks like I feel like I've played that game before or something.
And in these games are like little micro achievements that will give you more XP. So it's like, oh, eat food from inventory 30 times, use 20 items. There's a whole thing here for the Harvest Moon mode, Another Life. Tomato Tugger, harvest 100 tomatoes.
Cabbage Clutcher, Ginseng Grabber.
These are
Tomato Tugger. I fucking. Do you ever get the feeling that like localization teams for Japanese games have the most fun with this?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
Cookout Curious. Oh my god.
And then there's
Bond
like,
with Sexy Madam.
Oh, sexy Madam might be my all-time favorite Yakuza side quest. I want to see if she's around. I'll try to dodge some haters just so we can get to her. So yeah,
let's get this. You know, our Dead Space video got age restricted on this channel,
really?
So let's do it again.
Oh,
let's go check out the Sexy Madam.
Oh, we are absolutely. We got two nice little sexy side quests to show everyone. If I can outrun these haters. And then so there's two side quests. They're probably arguing. You could probably intervene and help them out, but Hajime.
Is someone chasing you?
No, yeah, they were. Now they've avoided me. It's got the little like micro map. So there's more gangsters over there. But we're just running. And then
you've got your GPS in the bottom right. I didn't notice.
Yeah, which thankfully, I'm happy they have back here. Let me keep running. But yeah, I really like all these Yakuza games. Like the last one I got into I couldn't beat was Lost Judgment because it was very like somber and there's a lot of like stealth and mystery stuff and I just didn't really click with it. So I'm happy to have a more like traditionally silly Yakuza game to play. And I think there's even two more on the way this year. But yeah, these are always incredibly fun games to get lost in. But I don't often make enough time to play them because usually like with Noclip or other stuff, I'm playing other games. So anytime I can relax and take a vacation to in here is so satisfying. So these guys,
and it's funny because I haven't played what was the one you said, Lost Judgment. Like
yes.
I kind of stayed clear of a lot of this series because of how like I knew they were long and then when they were serious and I was kind of like, oh, it's like it's like the big like CRPG problem of I know this is going to take 60 hours, so I'm not going to do it. But Like a Dragon, I think, converted a lot of people like me because it seemed like it was, sort of more jovial and wasn't taking itself too seriously. But honestly, like these games do such an amazing job of like tying in really like heady, serious like stories into the madness. Like 1 second you're like doing the diaper guy thing and then your character your buddy or you're with who's like an alcoholic, the ex-detective dude and all the stuff about like how the corporations are run and siphoning money out of local communities and gentrification. Like there's loads of meat on the bone as well. They kind of have their cake and eat it a little bit.
And then speaking of eating, we need to help out this lady. This is Sexy Madam. Hello there, Playboy. Thank you again for last time. Your carrot was just what I needed. It was so good, I kept coming back for more. Oh, that's good. But there's something I've been wanting so much so I can barely go on. Do you know what that is? Couldn't tell you. Oh, you're teasing again. Hee hee. The thing I'm after this time is a smooth, fleshy eggplant.
Oh,
right.
My God.
I've just got to have an eggplant. Frankly, I don't know how long I can wait. Her love for vegetables is truly something.
I can't even like. Okay, this is perfect for like Yakuza because this is gonna go in two fucking directions, Frank. Either there is some like quest where you were like trying to hook her up with people, or you have sex with her, or you're going back to your farm and making those things. So and it could go either way because it's a Yakuza game.
So again, you can see why I'm so eager to plant vegetables and help out this family because I gotta make vegetables for the citizens here. Enough of that.
You're
talk,
so selfless.
You bad man. I'll reward you handsomely. So please, won't you help me? So do I have an eggplant on me? Ooh, eggplant. My eats. You Playboy. Have you brought an eggplant? Do I have one on me?
Give her an eggplant.
You want an eggplant this time, right? Okay, here we go. Hand it over, eggplant.
Jeez.
Wow. Wow, so long.
So long.
I can barely get my hands around it.
Okay.
Oh my, this is just the eggplant I need. Hee hee, you always come through for me. Here's your reward. And I got an all-purpose medicine, which is a vitality pill, so you can get health.
Okay.
My, I'm so sorry. I can't wait another minute. Hope to see you soon, Playboy.
She gonna go off and enjoy her eggplant?
She's probably gonna eat or prepare a meal, and you're left speechless. But you leveled up.
She's gonna She's whether or not she's going to eat the eggplant or eat the eggplant is up for her.
And, you know, I would like to imagine with Yakuza, I bet by the time you finish her quest line, she probably prepares you a nice meal with all the vegetables you cook.
100%. She's like, if she has like this beautiful salad or soup or something to give you, yeah.
Another
these games
little
are great.
another quest you
I
can
need
do.
to play these games.
And again, this whole playthrough, we have yet to touch the main story. These games are filled with silly side stuff. Welcome back, Mr. Samurai. Good to see you again. So we're gonna spend a Rio to stay in. We're gonna take some time. We're gonna play. This is my favorite thing in the game so far.
Okay.
Let's do the whole package. So there's a lot of mini games you can play here.
Okay. Sake Showdown, rock, paper, scissors. I know some of these. I've played many Sake Showdowns.
Oh man.
Oh, hi. Okay.
Yeah, you came back. I'm so happy. So I've been spending a lot of time with her, maxing out her friendship. I'm
The
feeling
character
great.
model's really good.
Oh yeah.
Actually, as well,
it's
isn't it? Yeah.
like it's her. You can tell they put extra attention to her figure than the
Right.
other.
Yeah. Does she want an eggplant?
Yes. Yes. I know. Let's have some sake. So this, how much do you want to drink? Let's keep it coming. Let's max out.
Keep it coming. Yeah.
I'm planning to go big today. Of course. I'll be right back.
Sake's tricky, man. Sake's like, it's like good. It's like we talked about Russian stuff on the podcast this week. It's like when I was in Russia and I had vodka for the first time, it was like water. And sake's got that. Russian vodka in Russia is legit.
It's so smooth.
And sake is the same way. It's dangerous, man. All right, here's your controls. Oh, you gotta knock it. Oh my God, look at the size of this bowl of sake. It is. You're fucking grinding that rail.
There you go. So you have to keep it going, and you're gonna see who passes out first, or who. Yeah, there you go.
And she's gonna do it too. Oh my God.
This is a huge bowl.
This is an absurd way to drink sake. That is like. Oh my God. This is how you end up in the hospital getting your stomach pumped.
He's fearless.
He is. Do you ever have a sake bomb?
Is just the item, or is that what was that?
A sake bomb. It's like I believe it is a pint of cider with a sake shot dropped into it.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it's cider you do because it's sweet. Sweet on sweet. Me and Alexis Gajisa, who was the web developer for like Giant Bomb and GameSpot, we were best buds when he lived in town, and we would end the night on sake bombs, which was a real good way of making sure that you barely made it home. You won!
Damn, we conquered the first round. I'm trying to think what the next minute. Oh, rock, paper, scissors. Okay, again, very fun, innocent games to play. She's drunk but feeling just fine, so she's doing good. Let's play.
A second ago, she was puking her ring. Guess she flushed it all out, If you get sick quick enough, I guess, on alcohol, it probably just gets it all out of you, Before your bloodstream's gotten it.
So the fun thing with this mini game is whoever loses has to strip. So I don't know if my chicken mask is coming off or what will happen.
I was wondering why it was rock, paper, scissors.
You can do bullet time here. So she's doing scissors, so we're gonna.
Oh, that's crazy. That's cheating. That's like card counting.
Yeah, well,
She's also like, I feel like, shaking her upper half in a certain manner, which is
okay. We're gonna do paper.
I guess
there we go.
part of the hostess life. Okay, there you go.
Embarrassing.
It's somebody who does this professionally. You think she'd be better?
Yeah, right. She'd probably have like advanced strats.
I'm gonna try do it at the same time.
What's she doing?
Watching the bullet time. She's going rock. She's going rock, paper.
So I used my 3 bullet time like activations, but for the people watching this, I know a little secret you can do. This is an old school trick I've done in many video games. Is if you just pause, you can still read it. So it looks like she's gonna do fist. So I'm gonna try. There you go.
Look at this. Frank's got no time to win this on merit.
I'm so good at this mini game. I practiced it a lot.
I bet you are, buddy. I bet your belt is getting loose already.
Okay, she's doing rock again. Boom. Oh no.
There we go. Oh, has she been taking her clothes off? She was taking off like tiny little parts. Was it okay?
One part of the thing. Now we get to move on to the final level, and this is like the best. We're just yeah. Again, I love these games. These are the best games ever. I love Studio RGG.
This game is. I want to play this, but like, I might have trouble playing this at home. I might need to keep this away from my wife. Oh my god, look at this.
So now this turns
into...
Although
now I take it back. Now it might be fun for all the family. Look at this shit.
So now this turns into Toho, a nice bullet hell shooter.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What are you shooting? Like those little...
I don't know. These are thoughts, anxieties. I don't know. You have to break her heart. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not questioning it. I'm all in. You know, there's a lot of...
They look like tiles from a game. Like, I don't know if Mahjong... I'm probably saying a lot of things that are Chinese and not Japanese. I don't know what Mahjong, where that's from, but like...
Oh, man.
What's she saying? These muscles I've never... What is the implication here? What are you doing?
You know... man.
You're shooting all over the screen.
Yes.
Am I reading into it too much?
Man. Oh, man. Love it.
Man.
And also the fact that we are a chicken head is beautiful too.
I know, it's really adding to the farce.
Again, as soon as this mini game was unlocked, it was like, oh, I can't wait to show this off. I can't wait to show this off.
This is
oh gosh. It gets a little harder.
Yeah, are you trying to hit the heart?
Yes, yeah. But if I strafe too much, I'll crash into these side things. So it's kind of a way of cheesing it by just shooting straight and trying to just take away at it.
Slow and steady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Shot all over her heart. Oh my god. Oh. Here comes the eggplant.
I'm so happy we had that eggplant too.
Yeah.
Love it. And in Yakuza Kiwami 2, there was a mini game. Oh god. In Yakuza, you can use your like ultra bomb. In Yakuza Kiwami 2,
use your ultra bomb on her. Yeah.
There's a mini game where you photograph girls at a brothel. So it's like every now and then they'll put in a mini game that's like extremely horny, but it's always, it's always safe. It's always good. And I always
let's, I don't know if this says more about the game or you, but 2 of the 3 quests we did involved getting it on with some ladies, or at least supplying them with the means to do it themselves, the means of production. Look at this. Oh yeah, he's having a great time.
So we
HD. Look at this 4K, man. It's a whole new world of pleasure for gamers around the world. Look at that. Is that it?
Oh my! What is that? That just washed over the screen?
Yeah.
Oh man.
We should go to Japan.
Oh yes. And hey, Studio RGG is putting out a little documentary series about themselves too.
They
which is very cool.
Yeah, they are, which is interesting. I guess some folks were saying on Twitter that that might have something to do with studio leadership changing, and them kind of like saying like we're still able to make these games or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I'll we were talking to the 2-player production guys this week. We'll have a podcast out with them. I've been beating that drum for years. Studios, do it yourselves. You know what I mean? 2-player were obviously doing it at Double Fine a long time before Noclip was around, but like it's cool seeing a lot of other people doing it now these days. I want to see the mocap for that level you just did.
Man. Yeah, right? What is that? But and also a lot of times they'll cast models and actors and stuff to play roles. I think we just maxed out a quest line with these taxi drivers, or what do you call them? The palanquin. So I don't know if we're stranded in the forest, if more people will attack us, but again, there's
Is it like rickshaws or something? Like,
yeah.
What are they, taxi drivers? They're like pulling you along kind of thing?
Yeah, so that's how you fast travel in the game. And like, again, I did not like, there's so much content in this game, and like that's the fun, is just like, let me try going into this restaurant, and then you'll activate a side quest. Like I really love these games because you never know what you're going to get, and every little story is maybe like 15 minutes. So they're pretty nice to pick up and put down. The only caveat is the story stuff, you might get into like a 20-minute cutscene. So it's like, you got to be in the right mindset to activate the main story. Side quests, you can chip at forever.
I think that's what's always put me off a little bit, I'm always, like even now it's Psychonauts, I find myself like doing the unthinkable and sometimes skipping the cutscenes because I'm like, no, I just wanted to keep playing. All right. Unless there's anything else to show, Frank, shall we leave it there?
Yeah, I think so. I did the fishing mini game yesterday. It's very fun. Like these games are loaded with stuff, and even when you do the story stuff, the combat sections of the story, you go into unique environments like castles and other stuff, and that like the story you fight like dynamic enemies. In previous Yakuza games, you fought in like tigers and stuff. So I'm eager to see like what crazy stuff happens in the story. But yeah, I really like this game. It's if you've maybe gotten tired of Yakuza games, I say it's worth diving into because it's a whole new setting. The samurai stuff is funny. The combat has never been better. It's so awesome. And yeah, I love these Yakuza games, and thank you for letting me show it off. And also if you've never touched a Yakuza game, you could start here. If you like JRPGs like a Dragon, Yakuza 0 is always good, and even Kiwami too. But I love these games, so bless Yakuza. Or Like a Dragon. They've changed the title of the series now.
Yeah, Like a Dragon Ishin. It was not called Like a Dragon. It was called Ryugo. What is this? Ryugo something?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just if you're Japanese or an otaku watching this, apologies. I'm not so inclined. Yeah, this is rad. Last thing, what are you playing it on and what's it on?
Oh, I'm playing it on PS5, but I believe it's on everything. So Steam, Xbox, PS5, and yeah. And
60, 70?
So this was 60 for the base version on PS5. So it's not a full 70 title. But if you want the chicken head, you might need the deluxe edition. I can't recall.
Okay.
But I love it. And we've rescued these Pelican drivers. And Kiryu can once again go home and return to more brothels and make more eggplants.
Yeah, get more eggplants. What's next, do you think? Fucking pumpkin?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Jeez.
Yeah?
Yeah, what's bigger than an eggplant? Yeah, pumpkin. Wow.
Put it in the comments. What's bigger than an eggplant?
Wow.
All right, bye.